Hey everybody, and welcome back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to our Ma Teng Let's Play on Total War 3 Kingdoms Modded Edition, episode 4, 3, 3, yeah, episode 3. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you are, like and subscribe as always, and leave your feedback and comments below on anything that happens. But I've been going through a couple turns, everybody, and I'm probably going to continue doing so, but I wanted to start recording and fill everybody in. We had character developments, people of merit are coming around, and a coming of age for Fugan here, which I've already equipped, or he's already equipped to be somewhat more of a governor or administrator when we get the ability to do so. We are constructing more economical buildings to hopefully aid our poor economy, but diplomatic-wise, we're looking into, I think what we're going to do before we go to war with Dong Zhou, with the fact that he is stronger than us, unfortunately. I do want to push it before we, before he dies. I really want to try to take the challenge on of eliminating his faction before he's killed by Lu Bu. Which, spoiler alert if you didn't know that, but the game's been out for a little bit. But yeah, he usually dies to Lu Bu. But I want to take him on before that. However, I think we're going to, initially, we are going to target Zhang Lu down here, because we have no agreements with him, and he's kind of in the way. Plus, we can secure, if we secure this province, it gives us another connection to Dong Zhou, and another major city, which is right next to our capital, which is really nice. We'll be able to secure, if we can secure Hanzhong, we can also take the Jiaming Pass and resettle it, and that would benefit our cause greatly, protecting us from Lu Yan, who is positive with us as we have treaties with him, but that could change, especially if we end up going against Dong Zhou and claiming the Han Empire. But without further ado, everybody, I am going to go ahead and start ending the turn. Hey everybody, and welcome back after the end turn. So a couple have rolled by as there was very minor events going on, but outside the realm of our kingdom, Sun Jin has fallen, as historically accurate as possible. Along with that, a couple of missions were triggered this turn, and they did just get completed this turn, such as the gaining momentum, growing in might, and well, that's normal forging supplies. But elsewhere, we have been recruiting economically, or been building up economically, as it's going to be somewhat of our lifeblood right now. I do apologize for the squeaky toy. The dog is playing right under my table. This isn't the golden this time, it's the Yorkie. But without further ado, Ma Teng is in the capital of Jaibin, or Jaibei, and he's recruiting a new army of Quang archers, G guards, and we're gonna go ahead and replace the G militia with, honestly, we've got a front line, we've got Quang archers to hold. This would be a good position perhaps to maybe get some assault infantry. The question is which ones. I think the Soreg infantry would be best, as they're good against armor and assault. Now the Quang warriors are good against shields, but their morale and their shield block is obviously non-existent. So I think it's a safer bet to get the Sergi infantry. But, everybody, the plan now, which obviously I discussed in the last little clip, is we are going to push on Zhang Lu. And I did set that as a war goal to consolidate regional power, which is really cool. I enjoy the features of Three Kingdoms, like you can do pins. I can set a narrative for this campaign, showing everybody visually what we're going to do, what our objectives are. It's really cool. I've never used this feature before, but for a Let's Play style series where I'm trying to draw a narrative from Ma Teng, this is handy. It really is. But we also have to seek improvement, which is to gain the second Marquis rank and still go against Dong Zhou. But we've spent all our money and we are not able to build anything else. So guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Hi guys, and welcome back. So we have an event pop up here, which is a fairly normal one, but the dutiful versus fraternal. Is it unjust, you consider, to be loyal to one lord without ever questioning their greater motives? The mandate of heaven has forever shifted according to celestial discretion. Should not you also bend with the winds of heavenly guidance? We have a choice to deepen our relation greatly with Peng Di, our loyal general, or Ma Chao, who came of age this turn, our firstborn, I believe, son and heir to the throne. And I do believe we are going to go with our son, as we're already oath sworn to Peng Di, and it makes a little more sense that we be on our son's side. Relationships greatly deepen. But yes, Ma Chao has come of age, and we are actually going to utilize him this turn, I think. Well, real quick, let's take a look at him. As, yes, in my test stream, he caused issues. He's reckless, fraternal, brave. However, his parents kind of disagree with him, as Ma Teng is disciplined and Huan Lan Li is patient. So they both sort of dispose the recklessness of their son. However, they are still acquaintances in a friendly manner. Hopefully we can improve upon this. That is one thing in Three Kingdoms I'm not sure you can do, as I've tried in previous games of trying to turn a X into a check mark if there's been enough green. But you have to let me know in the comments below, have you done it? Is it possible? But he comes with the Fury of Jilin, which is his armor and the White Dragon. And we can also go ahead and give him the Clay Dog, which is actually going to be beneficial if we can get the Diviner. Which we could take a look for that in Diplomacy if we really wanted a min-max. I'm not going to do that on camera though. However, I do apologize. In the next coming turn, we are going to probably declare war on Zhang Lu, and we are going to recruit a general at Jaibin to try to stabilize the public order, but I'll see everybody there. Hey everybody, so Fu Gong here has leveled up as he's on the assignment over the Wudu province here. And let's go ahead, and he is going to be aimed more towards a administrator eventually, but for now, let's see what we can give him, which honestly, increasing his cunning, it wouldn't really matter, the authority or expertise, but we'll go ahead and prepare him for the governorship eventually. Also, it's the middle of winter in a mountain pass, Ma Teng. We are going to lose a lot of supplies, but we should be within range to siege the capital of Zhanglu here in the next turn. Hi everybody, and welcome back to a eventful end turn. We were actually given a proposal of marriage with our ally Han Su, as he had a daughter, or at least a female of single status. But that means Ma Chao, our recently coming-of-age son, has already been married, and obviously we did receive it. Originally they offered to accept Ma Chao into their faction, but I changed it around and made sure that we were going to maintain Ma Chao and the new marriage. Along with that, I requested his aid in the war against Zhang Lu to further increase our positive relations with him, as I would like to maintain good friendly relations with Han Su as he covers and protects our northern border, which there's not much trouble that can come from up here, not that I'm aware of, but it does at least give us an ally in the north. Tugu has declared war on Lu Yan. Ma Jingshan, we've also had a daughter. People of merit. And assignments. So she was apparently supervising construction and returning to the capital, where she will meet her husband. Which, fingers crossed she likes him. Along with that, there's no ancillaries to give her. She's fertile, which is good for the heir to the kingdom. Energetic and dutiful. She is married to Ma Chao, which they have not really developed a relationship just yet, but fingers crossed it can turn into a blossoming one eventually. But along with that, we do need to continue recruiting the cheapest units we can, which look like it's going to be the, actually right here, the Quang polearms. And let's go ahead and, as our wife is heading the garrison of the capital, she doesn't really need the most expensive units. All right, we'll do 4 for now and see what public order looks like. But everybody, let's choose a research. I almost got ahead of myself there. Also, off camera, I did research currency-based economy. But let's see what else we can get. That extra income from commerce would be really nice. This would take us down a path. We are struggling when it comes to population growth right now. So maybe we should do that, but we're also struggling economically. So it is... Now see, we could... Getting this would lead to the trade associations. Tell you what, let's go ahead and get the mercantile regulations. We are on the road, the Silk Road. That's one of the reasons that we're here, protectors of the West. We protect the entryway to China, or one of the entryways to China. So, without further ado though, Zhang Lu recruited another general and the garrison here, but Guardians of the Land and Peasant Spearmen, Huanglo Paragons, they are going to be tough. Yeah, they are pretty tough. And Chanters, a very interesting roster.
To arms!
But we are going to attack the capital.
In the name of China!
We have superior forces, but it says a valiant defeat. I didn't think they'd surrender. We're gonna quick save, everybody, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Welcome to the Battle of Zhang, or the Fall of Zhang Lu here on the battlefield. If you notice, off the bat, it's a little different than normal battles I've done so far on the channel. This is actually a replay. So, let me know in the comments below, especially in this episode, with your feedback. Do you want to see more of this action, where I fight the battles, record a replay, and I talk you through it afterwards, hopefully where we can get some more cinematic action going on, and more talk of strategy, and not so many instances of me being at a bird's eye view and worrying about my armies. But yeah, let me know below. Let me know if you want to see this more. But without further ado, let's get into the battle. So the enemy have set up where I thought they were, stationing a little encampment right here. The game plan was to push down this center row, cut off this area here, keep our divisions back here and our cavalry hidden over here to put the crunch on them later. But let us begin the assault. We are going to take a lot of casualties in this one, I'm going to be honest, everybody. Fun fact, I'm recording this a day after the battle was actually fought. But I did want to give this a shot. I wanted this in the episode as a replay so that you all can give me the feedback on, do you want to see this or not? Which I do like the Quang Archer look. They look very nice. Very cool unit. Yeah, it is a brutal assault, and I could not imagine being at the front here. But the Shu Guard are, thankfully, unbreakable. The G Militia are not. These Paragons are actually a lot of trouble too. But we are hammering their archers in the back here that are up on this barricade. I'm gonna turn that off real quick. Nobody needs to see that. The charge gets a little messed up here as some units stop, but I'm trying to position them on our corners, and we are gonna move right in. A little bit of a shield bash. That's cool. He puts the flag down. They put the flag down to fight. That's really cool. But our men are moving in. Along with that, Ma Teng moving in for emotional support. Unfortunately, throughout the battle, this army decided not to move for a lot of the time frame. But thankfully, the G Guard are Yeah, the G guards are better than G militia. Very better. But they're not better than the Paragons. The Paragons really get in there and make a difference. Oh, like that guy. Yeah. That was actually a kill animation. Meanwhile, though, we are pushing over here on the other flank, trying to get around them. Using Ma Teng and the G Guard. What remains of the G Guard here.
You are weak.
Oh, yeah. So they went in. We're going to kill them. We are focusing on their crossbows units now here.
I think you're angry.
I would definitely move if I was you all. But they finally are starting to vacate this position, so it's time we move in the Sergi warriors and our cav. Because our G guards cannot hold out forever.
Are you even trying?
They sure are trying, though.
Do try and remember who your enemy.
Meanwhile, Ma Teng is going against the G infantry captain. Thankfully, his cavalry is really good, and he does have the support of some G guard. But Peng Di is coming to the aid with the cavalry divisions as we ride into the settlement, and he is front and center. Thankfully, the generals here are having a bit of a side street conversation, and we might get to jump on them. Let's take a quick look at these Sergi infantry, because I didn't get to look at them actually up close.
Our warriors run, craven dogs.
Yes, we do have some fleas, but it's all right. Peng Di gets stuck right in as we catch them on this corner here, and we are going to do our best to hold them here. It is kind of a slaughter on the streets right here. But we are being kind of smart and moving them around this way to get a ample charge in on their sides. Meanwhile, it is looking rather desperate in the middle. Lots of blood. Very few of our men left. Some of them actually literally flying. But thankfully, we missed it. Ma Teng gets into the back of them and changes the tide of this battle.
Move out quickly.
I'm gonna do a little bit of circle charging.
Run.
Meanwhile, though, it's a full-on cavalry brawl over here in this street corner. The Quang Marauders and Peng Di fighting it out, and here he is actually. But we've still got a ways to go before this battle is actually solidly in our hands. Some of their defenses are breaking, but Ma Teng is getting extremely low on men. And our G guards are doing the best they can against these Paragons, but they are holding out really well. But their numbers are thinning. But truly, so are ours. That's a lot of our bodies. But there's another cav charge. Thankfully, their units are spread out. And we're doing a really good job of hitting them over here on this corner and breaking them out. Our Sergi warriors are in the mix now with big maces, allowing our cav to pull out and cycle charge what remains of these forces. I think I get, yeah. I wasn't looking, and I really wish I was. We lost a couple cav. But there goes a good charge. And now we're going to move Peng Di up that way and do the same thing. And there they go. Trying to break this corner so that we can not rely on the Ma Teng garrison. Right into the mix of them. Very nice. Meanwhile, over here we are doing the best we can working on these forces. Unfortunately, Ma Teng ends up being chased by this G captain. He's back, and he's ready for revenge at the expense of literally being shot at the whole time. I do notice, though, when I send a unit eventually to try and help them out. Meanwhile, though, over here, it is a hell of a battle.
No mercy.
Brutal destruction. Yeah, it is horrible. Fun fact, I see something wrong in this little bit of a picture. Let me know if you all spot it in the comments below. I'm gonna have to take a look at my mod list. But the fire is ablaze. This whole settlement is going up in ruin. But thankfully the Paragons over here are running out of friends. We've actually had to get our Quang archers involved too. Yeah, the Paragons are something to watch out for. They truly are just insanely annoying. But we managed to get the G captain over here separated by himself, and we're gonna crush him. Ma Teng, though, coming dangerously close to being hurt. And with that being broken, we'll be able to turn around and cycle into these G militia. Because we know our boys need it. The archers coming in here after a brutal battle. A little rear charge in. Ma Teng's gonna sit this out for a minute. Meanwhile, the boys over here putting up the good fight as best they can. Man, Peng Di is just front and center getting it all in there. Oh, one general unit is running. Fleeing the field of battle. What a shameful display. But thankfully we've dealt with most of the Paragons, and they're routing in a lot of the other units, so... Yeah, they're falling back there. The last thing that remains is Zhang Lu himself. And they cannot hold on for much longer. It was a brutal battle on this street corner. Which there is Zhang Lu right there, actually. And he is running. And there he goes. Don't let him get away. It doesn't matter. We're going down the street corner. We don't want to let them regroup with a little bit of forces they have left. It's time we end this battle. A victorious battle. And Zhang Lu dies in the street. But with that, everybody, that is the end of the replay, and I'll let your regularly scheduled episode continue. Welcome back, everybody, to the campaign map. We are going to move along and occupy this settlement. And
Though I rise, my heart
that is going to end Zhang Lu as a faction. They were all defeated and killed in battle, bested by Peng Di mainly, Ma Teng as well, but killed in battle Li Ji rivals Zhang Lu and Ma Teng. We did gain 2 ancillaries. Peng Di leveled up, and we've secured that. So I do wonder I wonder if he's in the pool, Zhang Lu. Sorry guys, I went to the wrong tab there. I don't see him just yet. But it didn't say he was killed, but he was bested in battle. But that was a Pyrrhic victory. I do hope y'all enjoyed the battle. But we are going to take some time to replenish, for sure. Our G guards giving the entirety of their divisions to the fight. So for Peng Di, we are going to give, I think we're going to give the scare tactic. And he actually has another point, and we're definitely going to give the battle running speeds. We could do encourage, well, he doesn't need encourage for his retinue, so yeah, we'll do mobility instead. It is unfortunate that he doesn't have a Zhiliang warhorse, which I think we're gonna change that. So Fugan here does not need this. He does not need a warhorse. Peng Di needs one far more. We'll equip it next turn. He needs one far more than him.
Through conquest.
But we've secured Hangzhou with heavy casualties, but it is a large town. And it's got communal workshop. The other building is a silk trader, which is good to know. We are immediately going to convert this over to irrigated farms. Actually, I lied. We're gonna demolish this and build it up like normal. We will keep the communal workshop though for the income bonus, and we can go ahead and get rid of this pin.
Caution.
So we've achieved our war goal here, and now we're gonna let Ma Teng's army replenish because it definitely needs it. Meanwhile, over here, public order is still a issue. Let us go ahead, which I'm surprised is still an issue. Garrison is still only 1. So I wonder, is there any policing? I don't think that's in this game, but policing force would be beneficial for our cause right now. Just to break the little bit of a... They're 84. Let's get some archer militia just to top her retinue off.
Truth is an unquenchable flame.
We can only assume 1 auxiliary. We can level up over here the tribal horse breeder. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're gonna hold on to our money, but maybe diplomatic wise we have new options perhaps. No, unfortunately we border the Han, Dong Zhou, Luoyang, and Hansu, and that is all we border, so we cannot trade with anybody. Luoyang is willing to offer not military access. It's interesting. Not beneficial, but interesting. So our next goal is to move north once we're replenished and resettle the Jiaming Pass. But everybody, I think we're gonna go ahead and see you in the next turn. Alrighty, welcome back everybody. So, diplomatic-wise, Zhu Ni declared war on Luoyang, and we actually were able to establish a agreement with Luoyang down here. He decided to pay us for military access. I'm not entirely sure why, but we'll gladly take the extra money. Construction's done. Ancillary and a friendship is forming apparently between Ma Teng and his mother, which is a step in the right direction. So without further ado, we can level up our buildings. And really, I'm gonna say this one makes a lot of, well, we could probably do, yeah, this one makes a lot of sense, I think. It will take 4 turns to do, but that's okay. Meanwhile, over here in the Hangzhou province, which the next region is there to capture, getting, let's see, economic-wise, we're getting industry income only because of that building. The supply lines might be worth it in this region. It very well could be. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to get the supply lines down here in this new region because it is going to be on the front lines. But other than that, I've done the ancillaries and we don't have research. I will have to check my mod list because this doesn't look right. That never is good. Unless, let me know, is this normal for you all? I've just never seen this. Usually it still shows the character, but I could be wrong. But let me know below if you see that. But other than that, that's all we have for this turn. Alrighty, a couple turns has passed, everybody, but Ma Teng, while governing Hangzhou here, has leveled up. And we are going to continue focusing. He is the leader of the army. Now that faction-wide effect is what we really want to pay attention to, because it can come in quite handy. Which, unfortunately, the only one we have right now is this one, where it's dignity, which enables discipline of our own retinue. But we're really looking at that +5 faction support, which I think we are going to get. Yeah, we are. And along with that, the garrison is now fully replenished.
Obey instinct.
Unfortunately, the capital is still struggling to maintain public order, which we do need to fix somewhat swiftly.
Peace through conquest.
We're at -3 right now. So it will go down. So we could swap. We could swap, or what I was looking to do. This region is already about to rebel.
To war.
We are supposed to be going against Dong Zhou. Our options of expansion are quite limited, if you cannot tell. Dong Zhou is stronger than us, but he's at war with a lot of people. And we have Han Su backing us, which doesn't say much, obviously. But really, I don't want to go against Liu Yan here. We are better than them, but it's not necessarily the...
Welcome.
I mean, we have military access. We don't actually have non-aggression. We could go for Liu Yan instead. If we push southwards, though, I'll tell you what, I haven't considered that. So Liu Yan owns there, and he owns territory further south. We could continue our expansion that way instead of trying to push Dong Zhou. I'll tell you what, we're gonna move her down here. We're gonna move him.
March to conquest.
We'll move them. We're gonna swap them basically. She should be able to stabilize this region, and he should be able to stabilize the capital. This, thankfully, isn't doing too bad. Which, we finally got that done. Let's go ahead and 122 food plus 4K. We're actually going to get the land registry office here and pick our next reform. So we are going up this direction here. The trade associations, which is 20% from all commerce. Where we get to go further down the Sino-Roman embassy and unlock more trade. We could get pottery bricks. That would decrease production or building upkeep, and so would rammed earth. But I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna max out the trade associations first. So we've maxed that little branch out, which is gonna increase our income by a little bit, which is very nice. But everybody, I'm actually going to leave it with a question. In the comments below, let me know what you think we should do. So, Dong Zhou obviously is stronger than us on the board, especially having the vassals of the Han. But he's at war with a lot of people, so we might be able to backstab him and take his land by surprise, especially with the aiding of Han Su. Or, do we stay our blade for now and build more strength? We cannot secure the pass yet due to the cost it takes to recolonize. However, we could push further south against Liu Yan, taking his territory and his kingdom, before perhaps reevaluating the situation with Dong Zhou. But that is going to be the question I leave for everybody in the comments below. Let me know what you think is the best course of action or what you want to see. It doesn't have to be the best. If I lose the campaign, we'll do another. I'm having a lot of fun playing this, especially as Ma Teng. It is interesting so far to where I am limited on my expansion plans due to the diplomatic standings. We are for the Han, so going against Dong Zhou, we have to have a plan, a swift one, so that we can retake the Han and secure the Emperor. Which right now it doesn't look like he's being threatened at all. But let me know below, and if you enjoyed today's episode, if you enjoyed the battle for Han Zhong here, like and comment and subscribe as always. But without further ado, everybody, I will see you in the next episode, and thank you for watching The Salty Show. Peace out.